game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Evanson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thorne. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Finds a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A great catch and run for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quick. It's a seam wide open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's got 47 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. Moving away from pressure. Did the work himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it in. It's Evanson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Okada. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. He'll set up to throw. Punch it out of the air. Good, solid tackle. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the throw out to the sideline, good at just a few yards. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He can play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
DKR heating up and trying to make... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs for Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
Wants to fire on second down. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Got a man. It's Pacheco. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
The Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Got room at the 35. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Breaks into the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball's out and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal blocking.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. On the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the...
He'll try to take it back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. And they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Okada. Turning it on. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Going to take a shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
There's a great example of a zone blitz by the defense, and those confuse quarterbacks and offensive linemen because you're dropping defensive linemen out in coverage, but then you're bringing pressure from the second.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It's a great job by the defense disguising what they're doing pre-snap to post-snap. You've got guys dropping back into zone coverage. Quarterback and offensive line think they're only rushing 3 or 4 guys max, but they blitz from the second level.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Okada.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gonna run it. It's Bitonio. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And how about this? We get to start a drive with a first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bitonio. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pacheco.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out. They'll decline the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to...
He'll take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here comes the heat. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But one